Hey everyone, Retro Anju here. You know, I make it a point on my channel not to be too negative. Even when I'm not happy or I'm disappointed with the polls, with the things that I open, I try to be grateful for at least being able to open packs. I know that I am privileged to be able to afford most of the things that I open on this channel. Obviously, I'm not the most well off, and there's a lot more expensive things that could be going on. But I do realize that I am blessed. And so I try to be as positive as I can. I'll tell you if I have an opinion that's... I'm not just going to say everything's great. I'll tell you my honest opinions. But I try not to be negative. And this particular time, I just can't do that. I am so upset with Wizards of the Coast. And I'm sure you guys have all figured out why by now. You know, I was there when the first Secret Lairs were released. And it was a great system. You had a certain amount of time. You could go in, purchase what you wanted. They would make sure you got that. As long as you paid within that window, you were guaranteed to get it. I was also there for the Mythic editions. And I remember how those went. When there was only a certain number. And they would sell out almost instantaneously, or the website would crash, or you would have people that ordered something, paid for it, and then, oh no, you can't get it because we sold too many of them. Here's your money back. But then you have 90% of what was sold then posted on eBay for 2-3 times what you would have paid for it on the website. And that there is what Secret Lair has become again. Why Wizards of the Coast did not learn from that? Well, no, you know what? I do know why. Because they're a business and they don't care, it seems, about people that just want to collect or just want to play the game. They're just out there to make money, which I understand. But as a player who grew up with Magic, who has been there for almost the entire time that it has been around, watching how they went from so player-focused to now it's just money and we don't care how many bots get through and buy everything out before the people who actually just want the cards can get to them. Now, I did manage to get a couple of these Secret Lairs from the website, but I was there, watched it count down to 0 to where you could buy them. I clicked add the bundle to my cart, clicked checkout, took less than 2 seconds. And I was still in the queue for 2.5 hours, and most stuff was sold out by the time I could check out. And then, less than a week later, I go into my local game store, which I'm, again, not going to blame the local game store. They are also a business. But they had 10 copies of each of these Secret Lairs already. And I just got mine yesterday. So how is this fair to the players? Thank you guys for indulging my frustrations. Now we'll get to what this video is actually about. We're going to unbox these Secret Lairs, the Final Fantasy ones. I am a huge Final Fantasy fan. I always have been. And you know, I'm a Magic fan. So these were definitely the highest thing on my list that I wanted this year. This one is the Game Over, which was the one I could not get from the website. Ended up paying over 3 times what I would have paid on the website to get a hold of this. But at least I was able to get a hold of it. We got Spear's Punishment, which is a reskin of Day of Judgment. Absorb into Time, which I think is what everybody really wanted. The Temporal Extortion. Merciless Poisoning was reskin of Toxic Deluge. Unseat the Usurper, which is a Praetor's Grasp. Meteor Fall, reskin of Star of Extinction. And this is our bonus card now, right? Primogenesis, which is a reskin of Feed the Swarm, and it is foil. Okay. Creature or enchantment opponent controls use. Okay. Yeah, black enchantment destruction. That's always nice. And to be honest, the only reason I bought that Secret Lair, the Game Over one, is because I just wanted everything. I didn't particularly care for any of those cards. Like the cards in general. I love the artwork. I love Final Fantasy. And this one is Grimoire, which I managed to get a foil and a non-foil version of this. I'm going to keep the foil one sealed for now. But these ones I did want. I did want the actual cards out of this one, not just the artwork. You got Yuna's Holy Magic, which is a reskin of Prismatic Ending. My trash is falling everywhere. Hope's Arrow Magic, which is a reskin of Cyclonic Rift, which is really nice. Noctis's Death Magic, which is Dam. Vivi's Thunder Magic, which is Lightning Bolt. It's nice too. Aerith's Curaga Magic, which is Heroic Intervention. And our bonus card is Shiva. Not a reskin. Is it? Oh yeah, it is a reskin. It's a reskin of Subtlety. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just being dumb here. But that's really nice. I like that. Don't mind me, I just can't see very well. I'm getting old. Alright, and the last one, I only managed to get a rainbow foil edition of this one. It's the weapons one. I do like the packaging for the Secret Lair nowadays. The original packaging, they tended to have that glue dot, and it made it real hard to get the cards out without damaging them. All right, we got Yuna's Sending Staff, which is a reskin of Staff of the Storyteller. Clive's Invictus Blade, which is a reskin of Blade of Selves. Cloud's Buster Sword, which is the big hit for me. I don't think I've ever owned an Umezawa's GT, except maybe from the Vault one, maybe. But this is, if you hadn't guessed, a reskin of Umezawa's GT. You got Gaia's Dark Hammer, which is a reskin of Colossus Hammer. I don't know what makes the rainbow foil different from the regular foils, because they look the same to me. Then you've got Titus's Brotherhood Sword, which is a sword of truth and justice. Alright, and then our bonus card is Armiger Unleashed, which is a reskin of Forge Anew. Okay. You know what? I don't think I've ever seen that card before. I don't think I've ever seen Forged Anew. Yeah, I've taken some breaks from Magic, so I've missed some things. But there you have it, guys. The 3 Final Fantasy Secret Lairs. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do you think Secret Lairs are worth it? Are you frustrated with the new system like I am? Are you frustrated with Universes Beyond? Personally, I like them. I love having crossovers. As a person who has both written and read a lot of fanfiction, I love crossovers. So having my favorite video game cross into my favorite physical game was nice for me. But I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about Universes Beyond? What do you think about Secret Lair? And as always, thanks for watching.